Today I want to share with you guys 5 random things I realized when I'm living in Mexico. So today's almost 1 month of living in Mexico. There are things that you figure out when you're living in a foreign country that you'll see in travel guides. So I'm going to share with you 5 really random things that I realized while living here. First, Google Translate sucks. I don't know if you ever tried traveling overseas to a place where you don't know the language. I downloaded like the Spanish to English Google Translate offline. Thought, hey, I'll get by life. But no, there's so many slangs and so many things, even menu, that nobody would understand you if you use Google Translate. I just want to share with you a few. Damn, it's like hot in here. Oh shit, this is Mexico. 1, when you go order taco on the street, you see like different types of meat. 90% of them would not mean a single thing in Google Translate. There's no way you know what you're ordering. There's a few I picked up. Asada, which literally means roasted, is actually beef. So it's roasted beef. There's another one, Inga de pollo, is pulled chicken. It's like tinko something else. It's just pulled pork or something. You know, there's a lot of them, and I can only think of 2 examples right now. If you want to know what something means, the best way is to ask. Even if it's just sign language, a lot of facial expressions, it's still better asking a local. Try Google Translate. Okay, I'm standing now because it was way too hot under the sun, which comes to the second point. UV index here is way higher than you would ever experience in USA or Canada. So do not go stingy with sunscreen. You can see today is a sunny day in Los Angeles or in Calgary, which is a very sunny city. You get a lot of sun too. So when you're under the sun, you will feel like, hey, it's not too bad. It's just like home. But no, UV index is way higher here. With the same amount of, sunshine, you actually get exposed to way more UV index than you would ever in America and Canada. My boyfriend learned his mistake by not refusing to put on sunscreen. He looked like burned chicken for like a whole 2 weeks. Painful as fuck. So don't even try. Just put on sunscreen. What's the worst thing that can happen? It's way better than getting sunburned. The third point, mosquito isn't the worst thing ever. You're gonna ask, what do you mean by mosquito is not the worst thing? They are dangerous bastards that just suck your shit to you, and I have no regret, no remorse whatsoever because they're insects and they have no feelings whatsoever. Sympathize with our suffering when we're itching crazy. Why am I saying mosquito isn't worse? It's because there's so many bugs that are worse than mosquitoes. I haven't been vlogging for almost 2 weeks because I'm rolling in bed because of bug bites. You're like, why would you just stay indoors, sleep like an insomniac, and roll in bed because of bug bites? Let me tell you why. They itch like hell. I also have an allergic reaction to them. Hands and legs are swollen, so if I walk, it hurts. And I looked at the bites. They don't look like mosquito bites. For the 2 weeks, I was searching online what the fuck happened to me. I realized there's so many different bugs out there that are so much worse than mosquitoes. Why make creatures like that? I don't understand. Let me just tell you 2 gross things. First, other bugs don't just bite you once and fly away and be like, oh, you're still here, let me bite you again. No, they continuously bite in the same area until, they've had enough. I'm assuming I got a bite called no-see-ums, which is a sand flea. They are the worst because you don't feel them biting you. That's why they're called no-see-ums. You're like, no-see-ums. Your itchiness don't even start until a couple days later. But then you realize you're fucked. They don't bite once. My highest record of mosquito bite was in Hawaii, and I counted 48 because bugs love me. Pretty sure I have way more than 48 bites because they don't bite once. Target a region and they bite 5-6 times because it's such a concentrated region. We hella swollen. Mosquito isn't the worst. Don't you wish they are the worst though? Don't you? Fourth thing I want to talk about is what I'm wearing. Flip-flops. Nobody in Guadalajara actually wears flip-flops. I realized why. I love my flip-flops. They're comfy, no socks, yay. Walking down Guadalajara, literally looking around, nobody is wearing flip-flops. Dude, this is a tropical area. Why would you wear flip-flops? I love flip-flops. Flip-flops is such a sandy thing to wear. One time I got home, I went to shower, I looked down into the water and was like black. You think you can fall into it. People in Guadalajara don't wear flip-flops because the road are way too dirty. Literally, like, look at my feet. Black. On the side, on the bottom. Whoa. It looks like I worked in like a minefield. I stopped wearing flip-flops too because I don't want like bugs, parasites. Anyways, you don't understand how miserable I was with bug bites. I am very bitter right now. Here's my last point. The fifth point is kind of like a funny thing. It's funny because when you're in a car, you don't necessarily feel safe. But doesn't mean it's not fun. So my fifth point is traffic law really do not mean a thing here. People can just like drive, like zigzag, no indicators for like pedestrians, Walking down the street, trying to cross the road is like hit or miss. Okay, everyone alert. Like just pretend you're an agent, like and then you're like dashing across the road and trying to avoid these like bullet-like cars. When you're like a pedestrian, it's not as fun. That's my 5 random things I realized after living in Mexico for 1 month. See ya!
Thank you for watching my 5 random things that I realized by living in Mexico. How's your experience in Mexico? Please share your experience or ask me any questions. Like, share, and subscribe. And sorry about the horrible audio because I don't have my mic with me in Mexico. See ya!